parts of Phoenix in months.
And the weather didn't help crews trying to fight this tire fire very much.
We're in Lake Havasu City for this town's 25th birthday party, our grand finale to Arizona USA 1989, coming up next.
This week at ABCO.
Kids are taking over! Come on! It's just for Kids Day at ABCO. With games, balloons, and surprises. And food!
Kids Day specials, Dreyer's ice cream and Dreyer's light dessert, a neighborhood hit for $2.99.
Yeah!
Pick up a pack of Betty Crocker Gold Rush bars, a great way to cool off the crowd, $2.29.
Yeah. You up their day the General Mills way with Cheerios, Wheaties, and Clusters, only $2.29 each. So shop at ABCO.
And bring the kids.
Yeah!
This is my golden moment. My first bite of a burger on golden brown, just off the grill, grilled sourdough bread. Can it be as good as they say? Can it ever?
It's all in the grilling. The new grilled sourdough burger at Jack in the Box. For exciting new taste, this is the place.
Can it ever?
The Toyota 4Runner, powerful, roomy, #1 in customer satisfaction for 4 years running. In fact, the next best thing to perfect. Introducing Perfection, the 4-door 1990 4Runner. Finally, a quality alternative in a 4-door sport utility vehicle with more of everything you want for less than Jeep Cherokee. See it, drive it, buy it at your Toyota dealer. Because now there's a choice, but no comparison.
Arizona, USA.
Live from Lake Havasu, a special edition of News Channel 3, Arizona, USA, with Cameron Harper and Heidi Fogelsheim, Mike Chamberlain, and Jim Howell. News Channel 3, from Lake Havasu, Arizona, USA.
The boat's in front of the London Bridge tonight. It was brought here piece by piece from England to Arizona, and it is our backdrop tonight for this final edition of Arizona, USA. Good evening, everyone, from Lake Havasu City.
We are here tonight celebrating the city's 25th anniversary, and a little later on in this newscast, we're going to introduce you to one of the men who has made this a hot spot in Arizona.
Our top story, though, is what we begin with tonight, and that is the weather. While the weather and the wind and the rain are beginning to make themselves felt here in Lake Havasu City tonight, in the valley, it came through with a vengeance, the first serious monsoon of the season. Frank Camacho is in the studio now with details on what happened.
Well, like most monsoon storms, parts of the valley escaped any problems, while others were hard hit. Most of the damage occurred in North Phoenix, resulting in power outages, heavy rain, and blowing dust.
It built slowly. Off in the distance, you can see the dust and occasional lightning bolt. Soon, the wind was gusting to 40 miles per hour, cutting visibility and making driving hazardous. Even birds found it difficult to do what normally comes naturally. This view of the Phoenix skyline illustrates how swiftly these storms move. We're speeding up the pictures. It actually took the dust only 6 minutes to obscure the buildings. A virtual deluge hit North Phoenix. Nearly half an inch of rain fell at 19th Avenue in Peoria in only 15 minutes. It rained even harder at 24th Street in Shea, where over an inch fell. As usually is the case during a dust storm, there were numerous reports of downed power lines. Power had been out for about an hour at this Circle K store.
Everything happened. The trash cans flew. We have a tree uprooted, and so the power went out, so we're just bearing it out till it comes back on.
The storm almost blew Tony Tamonte off his motorcycle.
Lots of fun. The hail was coming down. A 5-gallon bucket came across me on the freeway. It was a lot of fun.
A summer thunderstorm can wreak havoc, but there are still those who find the change in weather refreshing.
So I'm from Michigan. I've been told that we have rain here, and I didn't believe it, but now I do. It's pretty nice. We needed the rain.
And it is still raining in many parts of the valley, and a reminder that although lightning can be beautiful, it can also be extremely dangerous. An Albuquerque, New Mexico man was killed today in Flagstaff when struck by lightning. And also, there are many parts of the valley that are still without power. SRP says that they are trying to get the power restored as quickly as possible.
All right, thank you, Frank. You've just seen what the weather has done. The question is what's going to happen in the next few hours. We go back to Phoenix with Jim Howell. And Jim, you probably have a look at the storms tracking on the radar map.
Yeah, Heidi, the worst now is over for the valley. Our severe thunderstorm warning has expired, and most of the heavy rain, as you can see now, has moved west of town. We still could have some remaining showers, though, throughout the night. The incredible thing here, with all the rain you just saw in North Phoenix, up to an inch, at last check at 10 o'clock, Sky Harbor, the official rain bucket for Phoenix, still has not received a drop. So tonight we're into the 117th straight day of no official rain for Phoenix since Easter Sunday. It's incredible, but we'll just have to get those clouds somehow situated over Sky Harbor Airport at 24th Street in Buckeye. Cameron, that is incredible after all the rain in North Phoenix, and I'll be back a little bit later with the forecast for the rest of the night.
Well, like we said earlier, Jim, a little bit of it's starting to blow around here in Havasu City. It's not bad yet, just a few drops falling now and again. Many of you called the station tonight to ask about a big cloud of black smoke that was seen in the West Valley tonight. It was a 3-alarm tire fire, so you'll know what was going on. Fire broke out in a house near Levine about 6 o'clock tonight, and it quickly spread to a nearby tire farm. More than 100 old tires eventually caught fire, and that stuff creates some incredibly dense black smoke when it burns. Tonight's storm hampered firefighters' efforts to quell the blaze, but they did get it under control. There were no injuries, and no other houses were damaged. Police tonight are searching for a missing teenager. They are asking for your help as well. They believe this young woman may have been kidnapped during a robbery. 19-year-old Shantae Ann Schmid was last heard from last night when she called home from a Mesa video store where she worked. This morning, the store owner found the store's doors unlocked. Police found Schmid's car in the parking lot, bloodstains inside the store. Schmid is described as 5 feet 4 inches tall, about 130 pounds. You saw her picture at the beginning of this piece of videotape. She has blonde hair, blue eyes. If you have any information, you should contact the Mesa Police Department.
A Mesa toddler is in stable condition tonight after yet another near-drowning incident. 14-month-old Jody Carnes was found floating face up in the backyard swimming pool by her brother this afternoon. The little girl apparently wandered outside on her own and fell into the pool. Firefighters don't know how long the girl was in there, although they say she was blue when they arrived on the scene. Tonight on the Navajo Reservation, the violence is over, but the mood is still very tense. The question is, who was responsible for last night's deadly confrontation in Window Rock? That's where Steve Beaudenay is tonight to sort of clear up the confusion. And Steve, we understand there is a lot of finger-pointing going on.
Heidi, you're right, but tonight, right now, it's quiet here in Window Rock. Police from all over the reservation have come here to police headquarters. But many in this small community are left in shock and with images about what happened last night.
The scenes look out of place among the usual peace of the Navajo Reservation. Men wounded, men dying.
And this time he was screaming and...
Freelance photographer Kenji Kawano has lived on the reservation since 1974. He took this photo of wounded McDonald supporter Jimmy Dixon.
But somebody did told me, look his arm, there's a big hole. It was like...
Dixon later died from his wounds. At a press conference today, interim Navajo Chairman Leonard Haskey blamed the violence on one man, Peter McDonald.
I know he has been the architect of the entire episode.
But at a pro-McDonald rally today, Howard Batsui claims Navajo people are speaking out against Haskey and his followers.
Coming out and expressing their concerns, disappointment, and very disturbed about what the Haskey and his police department has done to our people.
Tonight, as police patrol a quiet Window Rock, many hope the broken windows from last night and the grief lead to a quick settlement of this conflict.
I never saw it happen like this. It was really sad to see, and I hope peace comes soon as possible.
Now, many of those pro-McDonald supporters at the rally have been reported to be leaving the Window Rock area tonight. Cameron and the police here are hoping that this weekend will be as quiet as this evening.
Thank you, Steve. Investigators tonight probing the United Airlines 232 crash are now looking very, very closely at what they believe was a disintegrating turbine fan in the rear engine of the DC-10. They combed through the wreckage today and found that the fan section of the tail had blown completely out. That's what might have cut the hydraulic lines, causing the pilot to have control problems. In these pictures taken as the plane headed towards Sioux City, you can see that part of the tail section is missing. 109 people are confirmed dead tonight, but more than 180 survived the fiery crash. Investigators are now trying to determine the whereabouts of 2 people who are still missing.
Coming up, some interesting news about older people and their ability to drive. Dr. Dina Dell has a report.
But first, 2 years in a row, we've finished Arizona USA in Lake Havasu. And let us tell you about the party that's underway here tonight. News Channel 3 continues.
This year, 90 million people complained about the weather. 10 million complained about waiting in line. 60 million complained about their bosses. But according to J.D. Power's latest survey of new car owners, there were fewer complaints about the Nissan Maxima than any other car, which makes the Nissan Maxima the most trouble-free car sold in America, and leaves Maxima owners free to complain about more important things.
A scrub for smooth skin. A mask for clean skin. Mud Scrub and Mask. 2 kinds of clean that feels so Mud Scrub and Mask. Nothing feels cleaner than mud. From the makers of Mud Mask.
My period isn't the problem. It's the period before my period. So I take Preemsen PMS to relieve bloating, pain, irritability, moodiness. So I'm my old sweet self again. Preemsen PMS for the period before your period.
It's on now. Don't miss the Phoenix Metro New Car Sale-a-thon, Arizona's most spectacular auto sale. Make your best buy now. Free admission at Phoenix Civic Plaza.
Payless Aquarium and Pet Supply, Arizona's largest pet stores with the absolute lowest prices. An unbelievable selection. Thousands of colorful, exotic tropical fish. Hundreds of aquariums to choose from. 2.5 to 240 gallons. Zebra Danios, 4 for $1. Kissing gouramis or tiger barbs, 2 for $1. 10-gallon aquariums, just $3.99. 29-gallon aquariums with full fluorescent hood, $49.99. Come in today and take advantage of the lowest prices in Arizona. Payless Aquarium and Pet Supply, Phoenix, Glendale, Mesa, and Scottsdale.
Arizona, USA.
The famous London Bridge in all its sunset grandeur. The bridge was bought for $2.5 million in 1967. It was torn down in London, every stone numbered, and rebuilt exactly as it stood in England, right here in Lake Havasu.
There's been a lot of celebrating going on here in Lake Havasu tonight, and that's because it's Havasu's 25th birthday party. Darren Kagan has been watching the festivities for us.
Cameron and Heidi, they tell me it never rains like this in Lake Havasu. It waited for the 25th birthday, and well, this is just one of the many surprises that we had tonight. We have one coming up for you and Heidi, in fact. But first, we're going to tell you about a birthday party for a city that's turning 25. There's a lot of people out here with me tonight who say it never rains, but say they are very happy about a happy birthday for Lake Havasu City.
There's lots of celebrating to do to mark a quarter of a century. And besides all the singing and dancing, these fans of Lake Havasu had some very special wishes for their city on this special occasion.
I wish that we would continue to grow like we're growing and still keep the same feeling that we have in the city.
I want to see poker here. I don't want to go to law firm.
What do you wish for Lake Havasu?
Bigger bridge. A bridge at the north end so we can go over to California and drink longer.
That keeps on going the way it is. I love it here.
Okay, Cameron and Heidi, now it's time for your surprise birthday present. When we were out at the birthday party, we met a little girl, 12 years old, named Jillian Robinson. She's from here in Lake Havasu, and she made you a birthday present. Look at this. These are little Cameron and Heidi dolls. This is Heidi, and this is Cameron. Cameron, I don't know what your hairline's about all here, but this is her interpretation. She wrote you a little note. She says, Channel 3 News is the absolute best. She watches us every night at 10 o'clock. So I'll bring these up to you, and from Jillian and from everyone here at Lake Havasu, I guess we could just say happy birthday. Cameron and Heidi.
Well, thank you, Darren. Heidi, I think it looks just like you.
Thank you, Cameron. Well, if you've ever thought of industrial strength umbrellas, can we pan out right here? It is raining in Lake Havasu City.
Oh, I'll tell you what, if HBO was smart, they'd sign this doggone thing tomorrow. It was an interesting fight. We'll give you all the facts and all the formats, plus the plays of the day for a Friday night.
Studio where it's air conditioned.
Folks, I don't think you're going to want to miss this one. When we come back, Royal Norman's home video version of Arizona, USA.
we're going to apply to this next piece of videotape that you're about to see. There has been one guy on our staff who's been shooting pictures all month long, pictures you have not seen until now. Royal, would you like to explain yourself?
I will do that, as a matter of fact. This is the culprit right here, the video camera. I got it on Father's Day, and I have not been the same since. I have just been a maniac with this thing. So I've been taking pictures all month long, having a little bit of fun behind the scenes, and the result is what we are calling Royal's unauthorized pirate version of Arizona, USA. It was the third summer for Arizona, USA, and some of the scenes were pretty typical. An autograph session in Globe, a luncheon in Camp Verde, a late-night location, Bill Mosley mooching food. What a shot. What a burger.
What Arizona, USA.
But now for the good stuff. Is this Heidi taking a swim? And who's that guy watching her? Shouldn't he be painting the fence instead?
Good news, Arizona. Lake Havasu, Arizona. Beauty's plain to see, a place to build on hopes and dreams and raise a family. And if your hometown's Lake Havasu, today's your special day, and that's good news, Arizona, Arizona, USA.
Down in the books again as a rainless day for July 21st, and that will make it 117 days despite all the rain out in North Phoenix, and a report from Cave Creek and Hatcher of 1 3/4 inches. Here's the monsoon flow. This is why we're still going to say a chance of some more scattered showers around tonight, because there's still a lot to draw on. It will fire up again tomorrow, and again more showers in the southeast part of the country this evening. These are highs today. San Francisco was 73, San Diego 76, Dallas, Fort Worth 90, Indianapolis 81 for tomorrow. Most of the country in the 80s, a few spots of 90s and 70s. Tomorrow, recreational forecast up north. Most of those areas, pretty good chance of rain, 30, 40, or 50%. Also at Show Low, Pine Top, 50%, Page, 20%, even a 10% chance of rain down in Rocky Point tomorrow. Final highs statewide, Flagstaff 85. They were 60 degrees at 4 o'clock this afternoon with showers all around that area. Holbrook 100, Payson 94, and down in Tucson, they also got some heavy rain tonight. At last report, they were about 73 degrees, but their final high was 103 today. Back up to Royal with our forecast.
And Jim, here's Kevin with the forecast for tonight in the Valley.
Yeah, thank you very much, Royal. Tonight, more dust or thunderstorms with a low of about 90 degrees. Tomorrow, hot and humid again. PM storms and 106. Sunday, more of the same, 106. Some storms in the afternoon. And the extended forecast, Monday through Wednesday, more PM storms and highs 106 to 107.
And hopefully, Kevin, we can get rid of this rain tonight so we can go ride on the Dixie Belle, the whole crew, later on tonight. And stick around for a few more minutes, because we're going to sort of show you a behind-the-scenes view, the unauthorized behind-the-scenes view of Arizona, USA.
And we hope there's no blackmail involved. Thank you, Royal. You know, the American population is getting older, and that means that older drivers are on the roads these days. Tonight, Dr. Nindadell has an interesting report and a cautious one.
When you think of trouble...
The Playhouse store.
Bye, Mr. Vaughn.